Hello everyone, my name is Brennan Weiss, and this is my final reflection for criminology. Over the semester, we've explored many theories and cases that challenge how I think about crime and offenders today. Today, I want to share the topics that had the greatest impact on me and explain how they've shaped my perspective. One of the first topics that stood out to me was rational choice theory, especially when we connected it to the Elizabeth Escalona case. This theory suggests that people weigh the costs and benefits before committing a crime. At first, I thought crime was mostly about impulse or circumstance, but learning about how offenders sometimes make calculated decisions made me realize crime can be a rational, though deeply troubling choice. It shifted my perspective from seeing offenders only as reckless to understanding that some crimes are strategic, even if misguided. Another impactful decision was trait theories, particularly Cesar Lombroso's idea that criminality could be linked to biological traits. While his theories are outdated and controversial, they opened my eyes to see how science has been used, sometimes wrongly, to explain crime. It made me more critical of how we interpret research and reminded me that criminology is always evolving. This topic taught me to question whether explanations are based on evidence or bias. Social structure theories are also resonated with me. They argue that crime often stems from inequality, poverty, and lack of opportunity. When we discussed James and Mustafa, I realized how environment shapes behavior. This changed how I view offenders, not just as individuals making bad choices, but as people influenced by larger social forces. It made me more empathetic and aware of how systematic issues contribute to crime. The modern case studies like Ruby Frank and Edward Snowden were especially eye-opening. Ruby Frank's case showed how social media and family dynamics intersect with crime, while Snowden's case raised questions about law, ethics, and government power. These examples reminded me that criminology isn't about street crime, it's about understanding crime in all forms, from domestic abuse to political whistleblowing. But overall, this course has transformed how I think about crime. I no longer see offenders only as bad people. Instead, I understand them through multiple lenses: rational decision making, personal traits, social structures, and broader cultural contexts. This multidimensional perspective will stay with me, not just in academics, but in how I view society. Criminology has taught me that to truly address crime, we must look beyond the act itself and consider the human, social, and systematic factors behind it. Thank you for listening to my reflection. This class has been challenging, but it has also been one of the most rewarding experiences in shaping how I understand crime and justice. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.